Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy and welcome to YouTube Made Me Buy It, my top 5 regret purchases of 2015. I bought some products that everyone on YouTube was talking about, they were all the buzz, and sadly for me, they just didn't work for me. Bear in mind, I'm not saying that these are horrible products or that the entire line is bad, it's just one product from certain brands that I tried that I didn't like, they didn't work for me, I couldn't get them to work. And in general, I'm going to say that I am like in the vast minority on these things, but you know, oh well, I call them like I see them. You know, I'm not going to say I like something if I don't. It doesn't matter how much or how little it costs. Some of my favorite products were terribly inexpensive. Some of them are terribly expensive. The things that I'm putting in here in general were on the higher end side, which is why I think they're extra disappointing to me. Because I feel like if you're going to plunk down a lot of money for something, then it really should be the absolute holy grail perfect item of that type, because what the heck, if they're charging you 80 bucks for an eyeshadow palette, you know the one I'm talking about, it should blow away every other eyeshadow palette on the planet. Well, let's start with the one I've already alluded to, and that is the Viseart eyeshadow palette. I bought it in 01 neutral matte. This is a professional quality eyeshadow palette. It retails for $80. I bought it at the Sephora sale, so I did get it for 20% off. This just didn't work for me, from swatching to applying to the colors that are in it. It's just not my cup of tea color-wise. It's way too warm for me. The only reason I really bought it was because normally I wouldn't buy all these colors, but I like these two down here, so I was like, yeah, all right, I'll try it. The swatches were awful. It's like dry, they're chalky, they're like a little bit rough and grainy. These aren't smooth and lovely, and on me they just did not blend at all on my eyelids. After I did the review, everyone wrote in and was like, what, you're crazy, you're nuts, that is the most fabulous palette on the planet, you're just doing it wrong. And can I tell you how much it drives me crazy when people tell me I'm doing it wrong? I'm like, it's eyeshadow. How many ways are there to do it? I'm using it the same way I use every other eyeshadow that I apply, with the same primer, the same brushes. My other shadows, they apply great, they blend beautifully. This one, same technique, same brushes, same eyes, same everything. Awful. People gave me suggestions of how to do it right. Oh, by the way, you need to coat your eye with an undercoating of powder to make this stuff blend. Well, if this is an $80 palette of pro eyeshadow, it should blend without me having to put on an undercoat of anything. It should just be that good. So for me, this didn't work. I never reach for it. I don't like it. I don't enjoy using it. I've tried it a number of times, tried everyone's suggestion, still don't like it. Anyway, also from the Sephora VIB haul sale is the Kevyn Aucoin, the Contour Book, Volume 2, The Art of Sculpting and Defining. Now this I didn't realize at the time was limited edition, so these are all sold out now. Thank goodness, none of you are in danger of buying it. But this thing cost a fortune. The problem with this product is that the colors just are not right for my skin tone. I don't know who these colors of contour can work on, but not me and not a couple of friends that I tried it on. They're very muddy. I gotta say, the cream is really very nice consistency. It's a nice product to work with. It's just the color is weird. I really like the Candlelight Cream quite a lot, and I used it in a tutorial and it came out great. I don't like the highlighting powders where they have too much white in them, and so I feel like it just doesn't give like a natural transparent highlight, which is kind of what I like, something a little more transparent. I didn't buy this for the eyeshadows, so I never used them. Well, I did use them once. I didn't need the eyeshadows. I could have paid less for this thing and not gotten the eyeshadows with it. All right, also from the Sephora VIB haul sale is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. This contains dim light, incandescent light, and radiant light. I have tried and tried and tried and tried to use these things, and every time I put them on, I don't like how it makes my skin look. I've tried them each separately, I've tried them in combination. I've tried just a little bit of one here and a little bit of one there. I've tried them all over my face. I can't figure this stuff out. I don't know how people get this to work. I don't know if it's just my skin. Maybe I'll like it better when my skin's a little smoother after I get it lasered this winter, but this kind of like all over adding shimmer just to me makes my skin look worse. I feel like it highlights my pores and makes them look bigger and deeper. I feel like it highlights my ripply skin and makes it look ripplier and more irregular and highlights all my wrinkles. This one especially, too warm, too orange, just made me look kind of pumpkin-y and weird. This one, Incandescent Light, it's not bad, but it's a little too pale pinky for me. And this one, it's just like they are all a little grayish and a little dull, and I guess, I don't know, what can I say? I didn't get it. I didn't dig it. I put it on 100 times. I can't make heads or tail of how to wear it. So that's another one that I regret. Last item. This is actually a double regret, but I did return one of them. The reason that this is a double regret is because I also bought the LORAC Mega Pro palette. Do you remember a couple months ago when that thing came out and the world was going crazy for it? I saw all the preview reviews on it before it was released, and so by the time it was coming out that day, I arrived at my Ulta like 20 minutes before they even opened to stand outside the store so that I could be the first one to get it, because everyone was like, oh my god, this thing is going to sell out. Based on last year, you have to run out and get it. I brought it home, I opened it up and I looked at it and I was like, it was just too big, too many, too overwhelming. And a lot of the colors for me just were kind of not things that I would ever wear. At that point, I looked at them and I didn't really want to mess with it too much because it was so expensive, so I took it back. So when I returned that, I bought this in place of it. So I was like, oh, so for $28 I could try this little trio of LORAC eyeshadows, I could try this mascara and the eyeliner. So it was like a great chance to try some LORAC stuff. And can I tell you, I used these each once and I've never touched it again. I was not impressed with this. Like, this is just a cute little trio of palette. The pans on this are way bigger than those tiny pans that you get in the Mega Pro palette, but these are so soft. It's kind of like they're the opposite of these, but neither of them are good for me. Like, these definitely blend better. These don't blend on me at all, but these are so soft and they kick up so much dust and they have so much fallout that I really couldn't use them. I ended up with so much fallout on my face. When you touch them, they're everything that the Viseart shadows aren't. They are silky smooth, they feel very, talky. The colors are really pretty. They didn't look great on me. These colors are too similar to my skin tone, so it just washed out. It didn't look like anything on me. I actually do like the eyeliner, so the eyeliner is very nice. This mascara, not good. LORAC Pro Plus Fiber. I put it on and within 3 hours, the fibers were all over my face. This stuff flaked and smudged. The brush is so huge that I had a hard time putting it on and not getting it all over my eyes. And this stuff stays wet for so long, and my eyelashes are so long now, that I would open my eyes and have mascara transferring to my upper lid. So between finding the brush hard to work with, the transfer, and the flaking, this was an epic fail for me as well. So that's it. Those are the 5 things that I really regret buying this year. It's not a lot, I gotta say. I try a lot of makeup. I usually don't actually regret buying most of it because at least I get a learning experience out of most of it. But these things where they were super high-end, super expensive, and just didn't live up to my expectations, that's why YouTube made me buy them, and I regret it. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, please. And if you want to see more of this kind of thing, and also if you want to see more videos from me in general, feel free to hit the subscribe button. You guys, I thank you so much for your time, for watching, for subscribing, for commenting, for just being there, being the greatest audience a gal could ever hope to ask for. So I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.